Hey, blessed morning, grateful God family. Truly excited to be able to have my special guest here this morning. This is a gentleman I met when I sold cars in Adams, New York, for a gentleman who's no longer here with us. Long live Billy Fusillo. Um, and again, I just give all glory to God to be able to, one, he puts you everywhere you need to be when you need to be there. And I was able to work for an organization and a franchise that had so much history and love in that area that I was a part of. And, as soon as I got there, I just felt like family. And it just goes to even to the point of, how I met my special guest. I'll be introducing him here shortly. I'm about to get directly into the daily verse, and then we'll get to talking. But I'm looking forward to this. I've been trying to probably get him on the show for about 3 months. We talked, we had some stuff set up, and then it didn't work out how it wanted to. And then sports brought us back into conversation, and I hit him up the other day. We talked, and I asked him would he be willing to, join me again here on my show, and he said no problem. And we were both looking forward to it. So, daily verse for the day of January 31st, 2023 derives from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 7, and it states as follows: casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. And again, it's from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 7. And again, my special guest this morning is no other than Mr. Stephen Pearson. Again, Mr. Stephen Pearson, I met this gentleman here in the year, what was it, 2020? 2019? Yeah, 2019, because 2020 COVID came and I left the organization. I think he probably left a little bit before that as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I met him in 2019 in Adams, New York again. I sold cars. He was a sales manager there. And the thing about it, when I first got there, he wasn't working there anymore. I think he had just left. And, I think it was like around like April time, right before the May sale happened. It was like, I was hearing about his name when I had first got there anyway, because it was like our old sales manager, Steve, he was this, just always good things about him. I'm like, man, who is this Stephen Pearson guy? And I remember I remember walking through one day, and Jay was like, we about to do it, man. We about to do it. I'm like, do what? He like, Steve's coming back. I'm like, okay. I'm like, who is Steve? And I'm like, he was like, yeah, he used to work here. And I remember he showed me the video of y'all when y'all was like, you was heavier and all that. And man, you came in, I'm like, who is this guy right here? He was like, this is Steve. I'm like, this is the guy you showed me from the video. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, this is Steve. And it was like, wow, man. Like I said, just from the good things I've heard about him, just being able to, the way he approaches the day. We sold cars. It's not an easy task, but being able to, just find customers, close customers, just be an outstanding salesman, take care of customers, all those type of things. Heard nothing but good things about you, and being able to in the sales business, obviously any business, I tell people this all the time, you connect with humans. So that's the basic thing you're trying to do, and you were definitely able to be able to do that and those type of things. So without further ado, man, how you doing, Steve?
I'm doing great, David. Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to share some stories and to take this opportunity just to kind of reflect upon me, you, and like you say, the journey that started right there in Adams and separated, but yet somehow, some way we're still coming back and staying connected, right? So
Yes.
that's kind of a little bit of to what you just said. So yeah, I mean you're spot on, David. It was April 2019 that I came back and I met you, and I mean you were this high flying stout ex-military, just coming out, me as well, but you fresher than that, and just kind of bomping around that showroom, just looking for people to engage with, like we kind of are right now. So I think our level of connection kind of started with just really, really strong interpersonal connections with each other, just based off sales, right, and military, and also just being able to carry on a conversation with two human beings. Sometimes we kind of overlook that, right? We kind of go from we don't really we think past the boy, that was that was a good conversation. You know what I mean? I think we've gone away from that. And I know one of the first times I ever met you, we were just sitting there, like you said, whether it was talking about selling or military or sports, whatever it was, we just kind of connected on a few different levels. So it made it a lot easier for that first, you know what I mean, that first hello.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah, for sure. Like you said, that's one thing I always respected about you. Like ever since I first met you, you was always confident and knew you were yourself. Like you said, you knew you were the only human that you are. You know what I'm saying? But you knew that you weren't the only human in the world. And like you said, that's where it started, man. That we got to have connections with, God blesses people, so many people in the world with life every day, and we all not in this alone. So it's about being able to, like you said, better yourself. We're just all, like you said, that interconnection. Like, you just when you have the same type of, universal energy of, you want to better yourself, all these type of things, man, you just attract what, like you said, that type of, you just have a connection with one, like you said, you want to have intelligent conversations, meaningful conversations. Hopefully you're gaining something out of it. Those are the type of things you're always trying to have, man. And I remember something that really stood out to me. Like you said, yes, we both served in the military, and appreciate your service as well, Steve. But it was the May sale, we was getting built up for the May sale, man. This is my first May sale. I'm here new. I'm like the newest salesman here. Lou been on the sale floor 20 years. I'm here with these people, like, man, y'all really, like I'm telling you, God really put me there, and I appreciate him, because like I said, I was really placed around some awesome gentlemen. You know what I mean? Like I was blessed to be able to meet Billy before he passed. All these type of things, man. It just had so much. It just resonated with me so much. You know what I mean? Just from different sides, man. I'm just so appreciative of today and being able to understand my life and being able to reflect and have those memories and being able to have those moments in my life mean something to me, you know what I mean, and be able to take something from it. So, but it was the May sale, man, and I remember, Steve, you had brought your LES, or you had brought, what you bought, man? What did you bring, man? How you brought something?
Yes, I did my meeting, David. And I was going to get into that really quick, David. I met you at a point to where probably, maybe on the outside looking okay, but you know what? That was a low point. Like you said, I had came back. I had left that company, took some time off for me, and then it came back. And that's kind of when I had met you. So I was kind of coming back to a company that I worked for 8 years, I believe, before that. But a fresh start for me too. So kind of when I met you, it was like a weird synergy almost, just because it was, you were there. I kind of, like you said, you had heard about me, and then I came in, and we did kind of connect on, on a level of, I think, especially the military, but also, like you say, when two meet and they know they want more and they know they can get more, it creates more, right? You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, and that just kind of came, but that's when you feel that, it's just there. You know what I mean? And and like you say, I wanted him on the show. I wanted to be on your show. You know what I mean? And it's also about backgrounds, right? I think, where people come from. I think I was intrigued, right? You know what I mean? I was intrigued on, boy, this is, we're in Adams, New York, right? And you were selling cars, you know what I mean? And you wore a fanny pack. So it's different, but people dare you to be different, right? And with difference, a lot of times comes success, because we're sometimes scared to be just a little bit different, right? But people just keel to you and like to you so much because you were a different style than everybody else was, and that's kind of, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we met, and it was fun, and that's a good word for it. We had a lot of fun, and I'll always be forever grateful, and I absolutely mean that. There's one thing that you can always develop, and that's relationships, no matter what. Now, I'm not going to always say they're good, right? Because we don't always develop good relationships, but we have to give ourselves the opportunity to have that relationship. We can move back or we can move past, right? But we can never just go around, basically, because I would have never met you if we didn't explore the opportunity to give each other a relationship on a friendship level, right?
Yeah, I love it. Like, And like I said, I back to like, we didn't get off topic with that, but like I said, it was just when you spoke about how you put your life on the line, basically like, okay, it was this a short story of it is, he came and spoke basically, obviously, trying to get all of us riled up to get motivated to sell cars, but it was just the way about you went with it, man. And like you said, you joined the military. Yeah. You joined the military to be able to, one, obviously try to better yourself, want to serve your country, to have some type of symbolism of honor, one to yourself, but on your family, our country, all those type of things. And then but as you experienced the military, you knew all the work we did for the amount of money we received, and that was basically the gist of it, man. And it was like, bro, it was like, you got blew up, you got all these type of things for the amount of money you made.
Yeah, no, David, thank you. You brought me back on track there because I forgot. Yeah, so the story, the LES, right, the leave and earnings statement, I pulled that out. It was my last leave and earnings statement from Afghanistan. I was an E4, combat pay and everything, and I think total I made, what was it, like $55,000, right?
Yeah, basically like nothing, yeah. It was like...
And what I did was, if you remember, David, I said, now this was a room full of car salespeople and women.
Managers, everybody. It was, man, everybody.
Right? 50, 60 people. And I said, now raise your hand if you made more than $55,000 last year. And a lot of them did. And that just goes to show you that, you know what I mean? I guess it was, what's your, there's more out there than just, you know what I mean? It was an eye-opening experience for me just to see that, this value, there's so much more than just a dollar sign and a number. There's a life there too, and it was like, I appreciate you understanding that, but yeah, it was kind of, it was kind of a different approach, just pulling that LES statement out, just kind of going back and remembering that, geez, that full year for 55,000, and here we are just selling cars. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, no, but like you said, I love the fact that you use that word value. That's the biggest thing I took of it. It wasn't about the money that you made. You know what I'm saying? It was about the time that you put into the things that you had to, like, okay, so basically when we join the military, our time is not accounted for. It is, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you join the military, it's like you have the time, but you don't really have the time to think about it's your time. You know what I'm saying? Because our choices don't add up to regular civilian choices and stuff like that. You cannot just choose to not be in the military one day, stuff like that. Certain, like, officers they do different stuff, but like when you enlisted, it's different guidelines. You know what I mean? So it's like your value is not as appreciated as you would like it to be. You see what I'm saying? And when you have the choice I think this is what I had got out of it when you spoke about, you making a choice to come out here every day to do your best to sell cars. Your outcome, it resonates that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to either show that you're going to make more money or not. But the outcome that you have for the military, that's why I got from like you said, your sacrifices, you know what I mean? Losing people you knew, being able in combat, like I said, being in situations yourself where you was harmful, committed to you, all those type of things. And again, the value of that, we were just pawns in the military, you know what I mean? We were just numbers to them. Just, I don't know, but like I said, our value wasn't there as much as we wanted it to be for what we sacrificed for our country. But when you have your own choice and you really have control over the value that you value yourself anyway. But when your work ethic shows the value of you, like what you want to be able to accomplish, and it can reflect the income you're making, it's gonna be even better. But it's about, like you said, the value of who you are, what you want to get out your life, and those are the other things that drew to you. You're an awesome father, awesome husband, all these type of things, awesome friend. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen these things from you. You know what I mean? Like, with Matt, that's your best friend name, right? What's his name, if I'm not mistaken?
Justin.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about Matt. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, and like I say, even with him, you know what I mean? Y'all have known each other so long. I've seen that. Like you said, you know how to be a friend. You know how to be a person who understands, all those type of things, Steve. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. Like you said, I'm grateful.
Hey, listen, David, I appreciate it, but you know what? It's not just all me. It's the people, around me too, right? I mean, it's not like, we as individuals got to act a certain way and be a certain way and try to uphold ourselves to a certain standard at all times. But you know what? I I was listening to something probably a long time ago, and it always stuck with me, and I mean this, and it was it was just kind of playing tribute to, people being friends with people that probably, given every day, you may not have run into, but they one instance, one circumstance led them, and they never let go, right? And this isn't male, female, this is boy, whoever, right? Just friends. It doesn't matter. And and the statement was, you show me your friends, and I'll show you your future.
Mm.
And when it took me a while to let that sit in, and then I said to myself, wow, that really is true. You know what I mean? Like it really is, because I motivate off of people around me. I motivate myself. I try to do things, but when I see my friends doing well, when I see other people, it's self energy, and I feel that, so I love that, I loved when I heard that, and I kind of carry that along with me, as a stolen quote. But you know what? It really, we always have room for more people in our lives, and I think sometimes we get away from that.
I like that statement as well. We always have more room for people in our life. Like you said, it's full of people. The world is full of people, man. And like you said, it starts with your choice. The choice to be able to have a conversation with somebody, a choice to be able to genuinely I think it just all boils down to yourself anyway. When you have like you said, when you have motivation for yourself, when you want goodness for yourself, when you want all these type of things for yourself, it's only going to correlate and translate to genuineness for the people that you want to be around, or that you care for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only gonna want, like you said, when your friends are doing good, you're gonna only want them to do better, because you want better for yourself. So it's motivating you, like, dang, my boy doing good, we all doing good together, we gonna keep going up, or this person doing good. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't understand how you care for somebody and you don't want the best for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously if you care for yourself, you want the best for yourself. Then that starts with being a father. You want to be the best husband, best father, all those type of things. You know what I mean? You just continue to work on yourself and better yourself, and that's what I'm definitely all about. Truly, again, being in the day, being in the moment. I've really been able to understand that in my life, especially with events that have happened over the last few years in my life, man. Being able to be appreciative and understand that we have life, and that's where it started at. Being able to open your eyes and start this day today. That's what being, like you said, taking your kids to school, all those type of things. We don't take it for granted, but even the good or bad things we go through in our life, when we go through them, we're alive, because when we dead, it's over with. We're not going through nothing. You know what I mean? You're going to be either in heaven or hell. So it's like, life is really the best, because we get to experience it. You know what I mean? That's what it is, good or bad. So I love it, man. I definitely appreciate you again this morning for coming through here, man. And we had a lot of cool memories. Jay taught me how to play poker. We played. We had plenty of poker nights. Just always good vibes. Just with all the gentlemen.
Me and you took that trip. We had fun. We had fun after that night. We went down.
Yeah, we went to the tourney. We was lit.
I mean, that's I think it gets into, David. I mean, it's like, it's like if the shoe fits, you wear it, right? And the statement is so true. But I mean, if you hang, then you hang, right? You know what I mean? And it's like, it made sense to hang out. You know what I mean? And I think if more people were receptive to the fact of just, I'm a culprit too, right? I mean, I'm not the biggest social, person either. But I think if more people were just a little bit more receptive to a wave or a hello, we may be a little bit better off.
Yeah. Like you said, it's all about, like you said, the perception. How you gonna perceive stuff? Are you even trying? And it just comes down to the person, because there's a lot of genuine people out here who care for people they've never even met before. And it's not even just about care, but they care enough to be able to give them a meaningful conversation to try to better their day in some type of way. But some people don't allow that. You know what I mean? Some people just get so caught up in, like you said, shying away, like, oh, I'm closed in today, or something happened to me before in my life, and they're not in the moment and not in today. So, man.
Right. Yeah. For sure. And I'm not the, like I say, I'm on the other end of that too. You know what I mean? I have battles as well, right? And I think that, we all do, right? And I'm not the the most socially person, that's here either. But I think that, and we always get kind of reminded of things, right? And this was one of those good reminders, just kind of, talking, right? And I think that when we start to lose all the focus on ourselves and move it around just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, we start to see that we're okay, and we can actually help others with just a little bit of effort, and I think that goes even further. Easier said than done, right? I don't want to sound like I have all the answers, because that's not, but if you have that thought, that's your first start. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, it's that choice, man. Like God give us, man. Choice is such an important thing. People don't even understand that they're choosing to do things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it comes down to choices, all the way in every spectrum, all the way around. But like you said, when you choose to transfer and transition your mind to be better, one, like I said, when you're looking to better yourself, that's where it starts with. I preach on my podcast so much, man. You are only who you are, and it starts with you. You know what I mean? Like, your mind is the biggest tool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, you should be the person you should be conversing with the most is God and yourself. That's why I said it yesterday on my podcast, and I said it because, if you're not understanding yourself, and you're not understanding, first of all, God, but if you're not understanding yourself and what you bring and who you are, and just, it starts with yourself, because you are you. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's definitely again that mindset, and that's where it starts at, man. Mind over matter, and when you put both of those together, though, when you put the mind and the will to be able to accomplish and have the ambition to, wear ambition to succeed, it's all gonna come together. Whatever aspect you look at it as if you have the aspect of looking to better yourself and everybody around you, if you had the aspect of just being successful in business or whatever it is in your life, it's gonna continue it's gonna happen. And so, yeah, man, my boy, we had a great time. It's just always been a great time. Like I said, Steve, just do it all. Anything. We just, like you said, we went down to the casino, man. We was turned. My boy hit the jackpot. He was talking about for the next 2 days how I was signing when he hit the major. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, you done hit the major.
Yeah, that boy Steve hit the major. Yes, sir. Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
And I just, and that just like, I think that, it's funny because I think certain people always seem to laugh, and like that's you, right? Like in any, there's always that's still a laugh, Dave. You know what I mean? Like and that right there shows that you're willing to kind of take it on, and it is what it is, and it, sometimes it's not good, sometimes it's not bad, depending on what you're dealing with, but that shows that you're willing and able to look at it, and that's also a thing. Because I remember, specifically, work, because that's where I saw you a lot, but it was always, even in the worst circumstances, whether, and these aren't life-threatening, but, they could be hindering a deal, something, right? It was, oh, man, you know what I mean? Just always like, all right, well, I'm going to handle this. You know what I mean? Like, always the I can attitude, and you usually get the job done that way. Not always, right? Because there's some things that just aren't going to work out, right? But the can-do attitude, you're probably gonna succeed more often than not.
Yeah, man, it's trial and error, man. Like I said, when I just get up, I've just always been, self-ambitious, man. Like really being able to be aware of what I wanted to try to accomplish in my life. I've had to overcome so many things, like, and be able to adapt and learn from stuff. You know what I mean? And learning is the biggest key, man. I always want to learn stuff. It's so much information in the world, you can never know everything. I feel like I know a lot of stuff, but there's so much stuff I don't know. You know what I mean? I probably know like 2% of stuff in the world. You know what I mean? And that's nothing. You know what I mean? I don't nobody can know 100%, but I want to know a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm just always, just trying to just better myself, and not. Sometimes I get too low sometimes, but I don't never like let it overcome me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, well, I'm still here for a reason, so let's just keep going. You know what I mean? That's why. But like I said, as now my mindset, I've really just been, taking it day for day. Either way, that's all we can do. But really being in the day and being able to really, focus it on whatever moment it is. You know what I mean? Just put all energy into it. Not all energy, but like the moment energy. You know what I mean? Because it's what we have. You know what I mean? So it's like being able to just be in a moment and just see everything that I'm blessed with. Just understand that having a job, being alive to have a job, just being alive, that's where it started, man. I just love life. So Steve, I'ma always smile, man. As long as I get, even health through sickness, whatever it is, man. I'm alive. I'm gonna give God praise and thanks and be in the moment and be happy for it. So yeah, man. Just we let things in our life get us so down, but we won't even understand again that we're alive. Obviously, we going through stuff for a reason. You know what I mean, good or bad. We're alive to experience it, because without life, it's over with. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, Steve. I appreciate you for noticing that and again, just hopefully you be able to build off of it, just continue to persevere, because I've seen it in you. Like I said, when Jay, both of y'all were huge, like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to bash out or nothing, but y'all were heavier gentlemen. And when I met y'all, I'm like, bro, this is not y'all. You know what I mean? So I'm like I said, from that instance, I'm like, bro, this is that inspired me. You know what I mean? That motivates me. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when people are willing to better themselves, it's going to happen, because you got to choose to do it. And when you choose to do it, nobody else can choose it for you. Nobody else can make you do nothing. It's all, we got to choose. And that's why I said choice is the most important thing in your life. And when you choose to try to better yourself, you choose to try to, find a relationship and build something with God, you choose to try to just better the people around you. It's going to, like you said, it might not happen all the time, but 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, it's going to happen for you. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more, David. And like I said, I think that me personally, right? I think that if I bought into myself as much as, as much as I want to, and as much as I try to every single day, but for whatever reason, I get back down this way or this way, but like you just said, just keep going. You know what I mean? Just keep whatever it is, whether it's that first pound you got to lose, if it's that first cigarette you want to quit smoking, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, I'm with you. You know what I mean? If it's the first car you got to sell, it starts right there. See that, and that you brought up a great point, David. It's like I want to lose weight now. I put a little bit more. I put weight on, and I want to lose weight. And okay, where's your first pound? You know what I mean? Where's your first pound coming from? You know what I mean? I guess and you kind of just hit it. That's where I'm going to start. You know what I mean? Like you said, okay, well, get a plan and hammer it,
Right. I already know, Steve. Like I said, I've seen y'all, when you put your mind to something and get things accomplished, it's nothing. Like you said, it's about choosing. We got to stop getting down on ourselves sometimes. I seen this the other day, too. We be our own worst enemies. You know what I mean? We just got to just do it, bro. You know what I mean? Because like I said, no, I don't know, man. That just motivates me. You know what I mean? That I'm me. You know what I mean? I'm myself. And the things that I get to choose for in my life, that I want my life to be and my legacy to be for my children or my wife or whatever it is, you know what I mean? You have to choose. I have to choose to one, know what I want, and then choose to be able to go out there and make choices and make decisions, sacrifice or whatever it is to be able to get to that point. But like you said, start with today and how we gonna take our first step. Well, like you said, it's just, man, I love it. I love it, Steve. I'm proud of you, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, again, just the father you are, the husband you are, the man you are, all those type of things, man. I took a lot of pieces from all y'all, to be able to, using my toolbox to be able to, build myself up and all those type of things. So I appreciate you, man, for real. So.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the time to talk with you, David, and to kind of to figure this out here, and to kind of spin this in a way that can be beneficial for me, for you, and possibly for other people. You know what I mean, listening. And I think that's when I started taking a little bit of pieces from everybody around me, I noticed that I was a little bit better version of myself. You know what I mean? So I guess if that's the one thing that I can continue to do, that you just kind of brought back up for me, is I'll definitely give you that, right? I'll continue to try to bring a little bit better version of myself, not get too hard on myself, but still hold myself to, you know what I mean, a standard that I know I'm accountable for.
Right, accountability. I love it. Yeah, Steve. I have no doubt, man. Like I said, I have no doubt, man. Awesome father, awesome husband, all those type of things, bro. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Mr. Stephen Pearson, a wonderful human being, all those type of things, man. You ever in Adams, New York, he don't sell cars no more, but you might catch him around. He got a fast Honda, so he might be zooming around. But yeah, man, it's definitely awesome. Appreciate your time again, man. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day. I kind of felt bad for you this weekend. I ain't talked junk. It was a weird game. I definitely wanted a better game, but hopefully, I'm pretty sure y'all be right back top tier next year as well. So hopefully we get to get a rematch maybe, and see how it go. Hopefully, what do you think y'all gonna do with Trey Lance? Them, y'all got a lot of quarterbacks that y'all got a lot of tape on.
There's a lot of decisions to be made, David. They better, you know what I mean. Brock Purdy needs surgery, so there's a lot going on there. It's gonna be it'll be tough to tell. If I don't know. I don't know what will actually happen, but I think maybe some spinning up. I'm not sure. I don't know if maybe those same guys will still be there. I got a weird feeling. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. It's been a lot going on, man. It's a lot of good things been shown. It's a lot y'all giving up. The NFL is it's definitely a business of curveballs for sure. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I can say.
No, I appreciate it, David. And I want to say really quick, David, thank you for having me on and giving this opportunity, right? And also, I wish you only the best and everything else as well through your journey. And definitely stay connected. And I will be on anytime you want me to be on. So I appreciate it.
No, for sure. We're definitely going to do this again, Steve. Like I said, I'm going to definitely get, as I continue to grow my podcast, I'll be doing it for a year. I have 365 episodes in like April. Like I said, I do it every day. But that'll be I'm on my 10th season now. I'll try to do like 30 episodes each season. So I'm on my 10th season now. But yeah, man, I'm loving it. Like I said, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming on this morning. You'll definitely be here again. Like I said, God, willing to give us continued days, long days. The podcast is going to continue to grow, and I would definitely love to have you up here again. Like I said, even in a different environment segment, I'm gonna have it's going to continue to grow, and I'm definitely going to be honored to have you again. Just from this point to even to the point of the growth, we will see more visual stuff, just all type of things, man, and it's going to continue to be great conversation. So. I love you too, Steve. I want to get it on the record, man. I love you, bro. I appreciate you, Steve, for real, man. You're an awesome guy. I love the fact that I was able to meet you again and be able to have a relationship with you and being able to, even like you said, be far away, but still have a connection that we can still connect on things that we've been through together, but it's made us both better in some type of way. So I appreciate you, Steve, man. Again, you stay who you are, and just continue to go forward, man. So.
All right. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. Love you, brother. And I hope you have a great day.
You do the same, man. I'm going to see you around, man.
Thank you, David.
Peace. All right, Grateful Gab family, man. Y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe on all major podcast platforms. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Y'all be blessed out there, man. Check out my YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe there. Grateful Gab Podcast. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. Y'all be easy. Peace.